Hi, I'm Bill.
I'm Lori.
And if this is the first time dropping into our channel, welcome. So what are we doing here tonight, Lori?
Well, a couple of my friends always order a barbecue chicken pizza whenever they go to California Pizza Chicken. So it must be really tasty. I've never had it. But step one would be making the barbecue chicken. So I've always wanted to use the change more for more than pizza. So let's go.
Okay, so as Lori said tonight, Change More is not only going to cook the barbecue chicken, and this is the 13-inch outdoor pizza oven by Change More. It's a wood-fired pizza oven. You could use wood pellets, you could use charcoal, you could use wood. So right now in there we have a cast iron pan. The oven temperature says about 550, maybe 600. And when I checked the pan a little while ago, and we'll do it again, I'm using our Eric Hill Rook 600 SP to take the temperatures. We have a link to this product on Amazon. It's about $20. I think it's a very good value, really. Okay, that pan is about 533 degrees.
Okay.
So let me put my gloves on.
So I think when we take it out, it cools off pretty fast.
Yeah.
Cast iron.
And these are just a pair of welder's gloves. I think we got them at Home Depot for about $15. Anytime we work with the cast iron, we like to protect our hands. Okay.
Okay.
As you know, this is hot.
Yep, and I'm using avocado oil, which has a very high smoke point. And I've already seasoned our chicken.
Do you want me to swirl that around a little bit in there?
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Oh, I guess I'm going to use these tongs.
Yeah, that's what
Okay.
they're there
And
for.
I've seasoned it with salt, pepper, some sugar, paprika. Some onion powder, garlic powder.
And I'm having a beer tonight. Something about a barbecue pizza, which I've never had before. A barbecue chicken pizza just kind of tells me beer is better than wine. So we'll find out once this pizza is all cooked and we get a chance to taste it. Can you fit one more piece in there?
I don't know.
Just going to go with what you got?
Yeah, we just go.
And I put it back in?
Yeah. And I used skinless chicken thighs, but I'm sure the skin on would be fine.
And for tonight's fire, in the firebox, I've got about 12 briquettes. I've got some hickory wood pellets, a few oak wood pellets. And again, I don't want to get the oven too hot, but if it gets too hot, we can remove the door, of course. But I wanted to get it at least into the 400 plus range. So, okay, Lori says it's been about 2.5 minutes. We're going to take a look and see the state of affairs.
Oh.
You want to turn it?
Yeah, I think so. I was shooting for 4 minutes, but oh, looks very good.
So Lori, when she cooks proteins in the cast iron in either of our outdoor pizza ovens, she always waits to the protein releases and then she turns it. Smells good already. Okay.
Okay.
Gonna go in. Okay, it's been 6 or 7 minutes. Again, the time it's taking us is going to vary probably for you based upon how hot your fire is and everything. So we're just kind of giving some
I usually cook chicken 4 minutes aside. Okay. So I made some barbecue sauce. This is Martha Stewart's barbecue sauce that she recommends for
So you don't
chicken.
take the temperature yet right now just to see where it's at, or?
Oh, I guess I could, but I don't think I really need to. But
Oh, okay. Well, if you're comfortable.
here. Here. Okay, it's 168, and you want to make cook your chicken to be about 165 to 175.
Okay, so we're in the ballpark. Good,
Right.
good thing we checked.
Okay, so I'm going to. Oh. So as I was saying, this is Martha Stewart's barbecue sauce that she recommends for chicken or pork.
Okay. All right, and you want me to leave the door off now?
Yeah, so that there's a lot of sugar in the barbecue sauce, so it'll keep it from getting too, I think, burning.
All right, we're through with that door for a little bit until we throw the pizza in.
Oh, as soon as you put the chips in, the flame started to move over the top. That's amazing.
Let's see if I can get our oven cam positioned to share the show with you.
So Bill said he added some hickory chips and oak chips. I read that oak burns the hottest and hickory gives it some extra flavor.
Yeah, and you know, we're still in the experimental stage on building the right fire to pair with whatever we're cooking. So, you know, you take your best guess. But I laid a nice foundation of charcoal briquettes because I wanted a sustained low heat oven in a sense. I didn't want to get it too hot. And now with the addition of the oak wood pellets, we're kicking that flame up a bit. And
Can I
that's
take
okay.
a look?
Sure, you want me to take it out?
Oh, maybe just give it a spin.
Give it a spin.
Yeah. See how it's getting a little charred on
It's
it.
getting charred.
I always like char on my barbecue at least.
Lori likes char.
Smells good, huh, Bill? Oh, you know what? I think we do need to put the door on it. Maybe to give it a little bit more heat. I guess it cools off pretty fast if you don't.
Okay, Lori just flipped the chicken over and put the barbecue sauce on the other side. So we're gonna put that back in, and the instruction from the cook is put the door back on. Okay, we're gonna take it out again and take a look, maybe spin it around, put it back in. Let's see what the cook says.
It's good.
We're gonna call it done?
Yeah, we'll call it done.
Okay, now what we're gonna do, we're gonna cut a little piece and give it a taste, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where's your fork?
Right
Okay.
here? So what do you think?
Hats off to Martha Stewart with the barbecue sauce recipe.
It's good.
Good job. Okay, so let's let this cool. We're going to cut it up and let's get started making a pizza. So why don't you tell us about the dough and what you're going to do here, Lori?
This is my the Biga dough that's from Kitchen and Craft, and this has really become our standard, our favorite, and it's easy to stretch out even for a beginner. And it's just a make ahead, and I usually freeze the dough and I always have it available. And we've never had a barbecue chicken pizza, but I've checked the ingredients, and so what you usually do is put a scoop of barbecue sauce instead of pizza sauce. Whoops. And the most common topping cheese is a mix of cheddar, jack, and mozzarella. And commonly they put on some raw onion. I'll just put a little. I know Bill's not a fan of.
I like that style of onion.
Oh,
yeah, I'll be fine.
Okay.
But I thank you for thinking about me.
Okay. And I've cut up our barbecue chicken. And I'm not going to top it too heavily, but this is about maybe 1.5 breasts.
Okay, I'm going to step over here.
Oh, not breast, thighs.
And our oven temperature is about 800, 500. And so while I'd like it to be a little bit hotter, we're going to work with what we got. And I haven't put the semolina on. Are your hands in a position to put it on?
Well, my hands are kind of saucy, if you could open that up. Oh, sorry.
It's all right. It's laundry day. I can, okay. So let me, before we.
Okay.
So let's just take a quick look at the toppings there. All right.
I put cheese on top like you like.
I appreciate that.
Okay. Ready?
And
You think that's
I think it'll work.
okay? Whoop. And I just kind of reshape before we launch it.
Okay. Launch is successful.
Okay.
I'm going to put the door on for a moment,
Okay.
and then I'm going to feed it a few more chips.
Now I poured the barbecue sauce into a separate bowl, but when I was dressing the chicken, because I want to not contaminate the barbecue sauce that I'm going to put on the pizza.
Okay, it's starting to set up. I'm
Okay.
going to, because the oven stone was not quite up to where I normally like to have it in the 700 to 800 degree, I'm going to leave the door on for a few more seconds to try to compensate for that, to get that dough to set up properly before I attempt to turn it. Give it a test. Oh yeah, we're ready. And already getting some leoparding.
Oh, that's good. Well, there's sugar in the barbecue sauce, and so
And I think we can leave the,
door off.
since the crust is set up enough where I can safely turn it and everything, we're going to let that flame come over the top. Ah, the wood smoke. All right. We have to make some decisions here.
I think it looks pretty good right now.
A little char. Mm-hmm. So let me take a little with our overhead handy cam. All right, so that's what we got.
It's nice
I
crust.
think that's nice. Could have used a little more leoparding there. A little bit of char. But, all right, we're going to let this cool and take a few pictures, and we'll be back in a few minutes. All right, well, it's been about 90 seconds. Hopefully that's long enough where we don't burn our mouth. But let's give it a cut and give it a taste. Judging from the sound that it's making when we cut it, I think it's done. I mean, I think the crust is... Oh, I didn't cut it too well.
Yeah.
Maybe show this. We'll leave that there. I'm going to bring our, if you move to the side for a second,
Okay.
I'm going to bring our rise cam in. And let's see if I can do this. So that's a nice rise on that piece. And then our viewers wanted to see the
bottoms.
bottom
Here,
side. Let me turn this one.
Okay.
So again, the bottom is still pretty white, but clearly the dough is cooked all the way through.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, I have a feeling it's going to be hot.
Yeah. What happened to our forks? Do we take them in?
Oh yeah, I put them in the house. So.
Oh, okay. We'll just have to take a chance.
Yeah, that's that's. But we got to go for it sooner or later, right? So.
I'm going to try using a spoon.
All right, you want my honest opinion on first impressions? Mm-hmm. It's pretty good. You know, all these years I'd see it on the menu and I'd go, man, who would order that? You know, it just being a New York style pizza person, putting barbecue sauce and chicken on a pizza just didn't make sense to me. But boy,
Yeah, actually, it is pretty good.
It is tasty.
So forgive us, pizza purists.
Yeah. There's no pineapple on there. And once again, this Kitchen and Craft Biga dough recipe delivers, if you ask me. Lori has done a really good job following that recipe, making dough, and
I think, Bill, next time you could try it.
nobody wants to see me make dough.
Not make dough, but just stretch out the pizza.
Well, I think we did one video on that.
Very good. I think the cheese goes well.
The cheese goes well. The onion works for me on this pizza. And the barbecue sauce is not real sweet.
Well, that's one of the
And
reasons I picked that.
Yeah, and I think that is what makes this, for me, a very tasty
So
pizza.
this, originally I used this sauce on pulled pork, and everybody who had it were really pleased that it wasn't a really sweet sauce. And so in addition to her original recipe, I added a little tamarind just to give it a little bit more tartness.
And it goes good with Stella. And we're not sponsored by anybody, but if we were to be sponsored by somebody, Stella, please give us a call. All right, so do we want to try and wrap up?
Yes.
What do you want to summarize?
Well, I'd say a barbecue chicken pizza with barbecue sauce that isn't too sweet is very delicious. And I think the cheese combination of the mozzarella and cheddar works really well. And with a little bit of raw onion.
And what do you think about the cook time it took for the chicken in this 13-inch Changemore wood-fired outdoor pizza oven?
I think it It wasn't too long, what, two
No.
and a half minutes or so?
I think it was actually cooked quicker than you might have expected, if I recall what you.
Well, I put a little bit, maybe too much sauce, I don't know. And the more you top it, the more, the longer you have to cook it. And also it could cause, the dough to get too soggy, but I wouldn't think this is perfect.
Yeah, this is great. I was a little concerned about the weight of the chicken compared to like a pepperoni slice or soppressata or maybe some mild Italian sausage, that the weight might be a little bit too much, but no problem whatsoever. And even though the oven temperature and the stone might have been a little bit cooler than what we liked normally, putting the door on right away after launching the pizza, I think enabled that dough to set up where I could safely then rotate it in the pizza oven. So that worked out.
I think that was a really good call. Otherwise, the dough might not have cooked.
Yep. All right. Well, Change More, thank you again for this tasty treat. And Lori, thank you for bringing up the idea of the barbecue chicken pizza. I kind of thought you were crazy initially, but...
I'm going to have to go to California Pizza Kitchen just to taste theirs to see what the difference might be.
You know, I want to warn all our viewers and subscribe. Well, you know, maybe you already know, but once you start cooking your pizzas at home, at least in my experience, it's very hard to find a good pizza somewhere. I mean, you know, you kind of, with your own outdoor pizza oven, you kind of set a standard that's, in my mind, at least what we've been able to do, is much higher than most of the pizzerias we would normally go to, with two exceptions: Pazzo's in San Carlos and
Slice House.
Slice House.
Tony Mangione.
Yeah, you know, even my favorite, Amici's New York style pizza, doesn't quite compare to what we can do here at home. So anyway, I just thought I'd throw that warning out there. All right. Anything before we close? If you like this kind of content, please give it a thumbs up.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Other than that,
See you next time.
see you next time.